Hello, please continue to eat, and if you're not to eat, if you're not finished, and we'll get started on the program. Welcome to our annual Teacher of the Year reception. We're delighted to have you be a part of our program. This is always a great time of the year to share all the hard work and accomplishments of our teachers as they work very hard. This is just a small token of our appreciation for all that they've done. And I know that they will do an excellent job of representing their school. At the back of your program, please look, and we want to recognize some of our judges that are present here today. Ms. Stratton is here. Please stand and raise your hand, Ms. Stratton. And Ms. Corner, I saw her walking, and she's here also. Thank y'all for being a part and serving as judges for us. Our committee was made up of assistant principals, and they did an outstanding job. We want to recognize Dr. Stone, Ms. Williamson, Dr. Harris, as well as Mr. Johnson. Thank you for all the hard work and commitment to making this successful. And let's please give a special thank for Ms. Kemp and the Professional Foods Catering class for a tremendous job of preparing our food. Thank you. At this time, we'll have Ms. Reagan to come up and give us an inspiration.
I've been asked to say a few words of inspiration, but I'm sure that if Mr. Austin had known me, he probably wouldn't have asked me to do it. Looking out over all of you, congratulations to all the Teachers of the Year. I am so honored and privileged to be among one of you and to be able to teach with you. Many of you might have already heard this story or even read it before, but when I was asked to do an inspiration, I kept thinking, Bible, teacher. Bible, teacher. Well, a little bit of both, okay? There was an elementary teacher many years ago. Her name was Miss Thompson. She stood in front of her 5th grade class and lied to them on the very first day. She said, I love each and every one of you. She lied. There's always one child, no matter how long you teach, there's always one child that you either look over or you can't look over. That one child that gets under your skin. Well, this boy for her was Teddy Stoddard. He came into class, first 2 weeks of school, slumped down, almost under his desk, as many of us have seen sometimes. His clothes were dirty often. He was dirty often. And he could be unpleasant. Well, she began to take delight in putting X's, bold X's on his papers, and F's, great big red F's. At the school where she taught, though, she was required to go through the records, the permanent records of each child she taught. She put his off till last. And when she read it, she became totally ashamed of herself. His 1st grade teacher had said, Teddy is a bright child with a ready laugh. He does his work neatly and has good manners. He's a joy to be around. His 2nd grade teacher said, Teddy is an excellent student, well liked by his classmates, but he's troubled because his mother has a terminal illness, and life at home must be a struggle. His 3rd grade teacher's note was, his mother's death has been hard on him. He tries to do his best, but his father doesn't show much interest. His home life will soon affect him if steps aren't taken. His 4th grade teacher wrote, Teddy is withdrawn and doesn't show much interest in school. He doesn't have many friends and sometimes sleeps in class. By now she realized that Teddy wasn't the problem, she was. At Christmas time, he brought her a present, wrapped in brown paper from a grocery bag. The kids all started to laugh when she opened it, and there was a bracelet with several rhinestones missing and a perfume bottle with about 2 drops of perfume in it. She dabbed the perfume on her wrist, put the bracelet on, and the children stopped laughing. Teddy hung back that afternoon, and he told Miss Thompson that today she smelled just like his mommy used to. On that very day, she quit teaching. She stopped teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic, and she began teaching children. She encouraged him, and by the end of the year, he had become her very best student. A year later, she found a note under her door telling her that she was his favorite teacher and best teacher ever. 6 years went by, and she got another note. Said that he had finished high school, third in his class, and she was still the best teacher he'd ever had. 4 years after that, she got another note saying that he was graduating from college with honors, and that she was still his best and favorite teacher. 4 more years passed. She got another note that said, "You're still my best and favorite teacher, but now I have a longer name. Theodore F. Stoddard, MD." The next year, she got an invitation to his wedding and a request to sit in his mother's spot. After the wedding, they hugged, and Teddy told Mrs. Thompson, "Thank you for believing in me, for pushing me, and making me feel important, and showing me that I could make a difference." And Mrs. Thompson looked at him with tears in her eyes and told him, she said, "Teddy, you've got it all wrong. You're the one who taught me that I could make a difference. I didn't know how to teach until I met you." And now, regardless of whether this is true or a fictional story, it has meaning for us. We teach children. We mold those children. And as I looked at this and reread this again, I realized that I've worked closely with 3 of you guys, whether it was with your daughter or as co-teachers. I work closely with you now. I'm honored to be here, and I thank you for all the encouragement that you've ever given me. And you have. And I've seen how you impact children. Your dedication and love for these wild young'uns that we teach brings a smile to my face and joy to my heart. So on those days when you ask yourself, what am I doing? Why am I here? Know that your labor and your love is not in vain. It's evident that you are making lasting memories. We are making lasting memories for our students. And they're the reasons that we're here. Thank you. Congratulations to everybody, and good luck.
Thank you, Ms. Reagan. At this time, we will call each principal up to do an introduction of their Teacher of the Year for the school level and honor them at that point. Then Ms. Marina come and award the Systems Teacher of the Year. Mr. Aker.
It is my pleasure to introduce Putnam County Primary Schools Teacher of the Year, Ms. Dawn Wicker. Ms. Wicker has 22 years in education. 21 of those years are in Putnam County. She began her teaching career in Macon. She has a Master's of Physical Education, and she has a leadership certificate. She is married to Kevin Wicker for 20 years, and they have one son, 7. She loves to run, scrapbook, UGA football, and when asked about her motivation, she said, "The children of our school are what drives me to come to work every day. I miss them when I'm not there. Their hugs, hellos, high fives are so real. That they love coming to school too. And when a child says, 'Yay, it's PE day,' it warms my heart. That means they love it, and that's why I chose this job." Coach Wicker is one of the most hard-working individuals that I have ever met. She is dedicated, and she has a passion for what she does. We're so pleased at Putnam County Primary School to have her as our Teacher of the Year because she represents us. She has a tireless spirit. She's always working. And if you ever want to see somebody get the most out of a PE class, you need to visit Coach Wicker's class, because there's nothing like rolling the ball out there. She has those kids highly engaged. She tries every day to incorporate the core content into PE. So on behalf of Putnam County Primary School, I'd like to ask our Teacher of the Year to come forward. Coach Dunn Whitfield.
Thank you, Mr. Baker, I appreciate that. I have my little family right over here. My husband Kevin, my son Seth, my mom Jane, and my dad Alan. And I have my primary school family right back there. So I have two tables over there. Thank you.
Ms. Wicker, you want your flag?
Good evening, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to stand before you this evening to introduce Putnam Elementary School's Teacher of the Year, Ms. Amber Roberts. I'm happy and delighted that her peers recognize that she is worthy of such an honor. When I think about Ms. Roberts, the following adjectives come to mind: dedicated, supportive, caring, and loving. As her principal, I cannot say enough about her dedication to her students and her parents. She is always looking for ways to help guide and support them in whatever they need. She is the type of teacher that goes above and beyond. She loves teaching and wants her students to have the same kind of love for learning. She also loves making her coworkers and the administration staff at Putnam Elementary School. If you don't believe she loves us, just have a conversation with her. We can always look to receive a random email saying, "Thank you, I appreciate you, it's wonderful working here," just at random. She takes the time to send them out just out of the blue, no special occasion. It could be as simple as telling me, "Mr. Brazil, I hope you have a wonderful and restful weekend." It is random acts of kindness like these that lets me know that I'm correct in saying that Ms. Roberts is a very caring person, not only in words, but in her daily actions. She is a perfectionist with a don't quit attitude. She'll tell you she's not, but she is. Ms. Roberts is the type of teacher that any principal would want and need in their school each day. I cannot say enough about her dedication and commitment to the teaching profession. You know, I find it quite ironic when I thought about Ms. Roberts being named Teacher of the Year, because the team of teachers she currently teaches with currently represent Putnam Elementary School as the 2013, 2014 Teacher of the Year, and now Ms. Roberts is 2015. That in itself speaks volumes. Ms. Roberts, I want you to know that you are a valued member of the PCES family, and I want you to know how proud we all are of you and everything that you have accomplished. Tonight, we salute you as our Teacher of the Year at Putnam Elementary School.
I have with me my mom and my dad, Dr. Don and Debbie Long, and I have my daughter Abigail, my brother Alan Long, and my in-laws, Danita and Warren Roberts. And of course, my PCS family out there too.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Ms. Jan Mullis, Putnam County Middle School's Teacher of the Year. We are very excited to have her as our representative tonight. She exemplifies what great teaching looks like every day. She is committed in every way there is to be committed. When Nita talked about the teddies of the world, they're in Jan's classes, and she bonds with them and connects with them and is remembered by them as time goes by. Ms. Mullis has taught 18 years since graduating from Georgia College and State University after graduating from our very own Putnam County High School. so she is very much a product of what we offer our children every day. Ms. Mullis currently teaches 7th grade language arts. She serves on our school leadership team and as one of our SGA reps. She is very well thought of by her peers, her students, and their parents. This year, she has been privileged to teach her oldest daughter, Jenna. When I asked Jenna what was the best thing about having your own mama as a teacher, Jenna said, Dr. Usher, I do not get any special treatment or help with my homework if that's what you think. And of course I assured her that wasn't what I thought. And I said, but what's really good about it? And she said, well, it definitely is convenient to have my mama here at school with me. Other students in Ms. Mullis's class have said the following about her. I was skipping them out this week. I love to go to her classes. She is super cool. She makes us work, but it is a good kind of work. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm working. Ms. Mullis pushes me to do more than I thought I could to start with. It is my pleasure to congratulate her as the Putnam County Middle School Teacher of the Year, and she is here today with friends and family, and I'd like to ask you to join me in congratulating her.
With me, I have my parents, Cheryl and Claiborne McMichael, my husband Jeff, my aunt, Carol Hathaway, my other aunt, Mary Sue McMichael, who's also a co-teacher and mentor of mine, my 2 daughters, Jenna and Jade, and most of my middle school family is at a chorus concert tonight or soccer practice, but I do have with me my right hand, Minda Dunn, is my co-teacher, Seals. Where I got it from. And Stephanie Deloach, bless her heart, she handles all of our bookkeeping, and when you're in charge of the big trip, that's a lot, so I appreciate that.
Good evening, welcome to Putnam County High School, place to be. As you can see, our table is here. We're glad to have you all here. We're glad to host this event. It's a very special honor for us to be able to do that and have these special teachers in our building, so thank you all for coming. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Lehman, and when I first met John, he was not Dr. Lehman, he was Mr. Lehman. And last year he earned his PhD in curriculum instruction from Mercer University, and he has aspirations of going on into leadership, and I think that is a wise decision for him. This is his 18th year of teaching. He taught for 14 years in Baldwin County and then came here. This is his 4th year at Putnam County High School, and he's an English teacher. He teaches our AP courses as well as some other non-advanced courses. And not only is he respected by our staff, but he is very well respected by our students. And that is exemplified by the numerous times he has been picked for things by students. He's been picked as a star teacher for us. He's been picked as the Rotary Student Teacher of the Month, where students are picked as a Rotary student for being recognized for something, and then they're allowed to pick a teacher to take with them. And John went to the Teacher of the Month Rotary in September, October, and December of 13 and February of 14. And these are all randomly picked students, and they happened to pick him to go with them to the luncheon. So it speaks volumes of his commitment and his relationship to students. He was also selected as the Teacher of the Year when he was in Baldwin County. He's been published in Harvard University's graduate papers as well as Duke University Press twice. He has his wife Teresa here with him. She is a member of the Deputy Sheriff of the Sheriff's Department as a deputy. I hope you don't run into her or anything. But she's very nice when you're not in trouble. And they have an interesting lifestyle. They have 5 cats, 2 dogs, and 6 chickens. And they put in the same line, we have 4 children right after their kids. And 2 of them are going into law enforcement, and 2 of them are currently serving in the U.S. Air Force. So we're thanking them for their service and their children as well. When asked, John says his inspiration is having the opportunity to impact students' life in a positive way on a daily basis. And one of the last things he says, the students, no matter where they go or what they do, inspire me to be the best I can be daily in order to inspire the next generation. So he's very much in tune to students, and they're very much in tune to him. He is a very much a traditional teacher, but he does step outside of his comfort zone every once in a while, and I've observed him do that. But he has a special place on our faculty and with our students, and I'm appreciative of that. So he's also serves on our leadership team, and I think last year or year before, John has been our department chair for all 4 years that he's been here. And his first or second year here on the design team meeting, he's very good at getting his point across in those meetings. And when it comes back around to him again to have his turn to say, we had to have a laminated dead horse to hold up and say, we got it, John, we got it, we're moving on, we've got it. But he's passionate, he's passionate about what he believes in, he's passionate about his students, and I like getting the email from him every once in a while that says, have you thought about that? Or when we have our design team meeting and he says, well, have you thought about this? Or something to make you think a little differently. So we're appreciative of that, and I'm very much appreciative to have him on faculty here. So it is my pleasure to introduce you to Dr. John Lehman.
Good evening. My wife is here, Teresa Lehman. As Mr. Wallace said, our children are spread all over the country, so they're here in spirit. And my War Eagle High School family, thank y'all for coming.
At this time, we'll bring Mr. Rita up to recognize the Systems Teacher of the Year. He doesn't know yet.
Actually, Mr. Austin, I do know. I know that I'm very proud and fortunate to be the superintendent of the school system with the quality of educators that we have here in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most honorable profession in this country. And you have in front of you, being honored tonight, 4 of almost 200 teachers that we have in this system, and tens of thousands of teachers in the state of Georgia. Make no mistake that you make a difference every single day. We are in Putnam County what we are because of who you are and what you do each and every day. You don't do it for test scores. We know that. You do it because you have a passion for children. And I thank you as a father for having that passion. We have some gifts for you, all of you. We have there is no winner. Please understand that this is not a trophy that's won, but this is a badge that can be worn. Because in essence, you 4 represent us. You are the mirror for the entire community and the entire state of Georgia. The judges probably had the most difficult decision of anybody in this room. Of the 4 of you, they have to determine with the smallest detail who's going to be selected as our county teacher of the year. And once I read the name and we call this person up, Herf Jones has a watch that they'd like to donate to our county teacher of the year. We as a school system want to offer our county level teacher of the year the opportunity to select any conference, any professional learning opportunity that you want, and we will absolutely make sure that you get to that opportunity. We will take care of that for you because it is important for us that you continue to grow professionally. That's probably one of the most important things that we want as educators is for you to remain passionate and you to continue to grow and work on your art. With no further ado, the County Teacher of the Year. It is my pleasure, and if you'll welcome and honor this teacher with me, Miss Amber Roberts.
First of all, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. He's brought me through a lot, and I want to thank my family for their love and support. And I just love y'all very much. My in-laws, I love y'all. I love my brother. I want to thank my administration at PCES. I love them so much. They're my support. They're my encouragers. They're my mentors. And I just love each and every one of you so much. Wow, I just want to thank everybody. Thank you so much.
One thing that you do know about educators is that they are humble. Ladies and gentlemen, you may stand here with your chest poked out because you are among the best of the best. There are no winners except for our children. The 3,000 students of Putnam County are the winners each and every day. I thank you for your passion. I thank you for your commitment. And I want to thank you as educators, as parents, as supporters, for coming and being a part of this moment. And if you'll turn around and look at our kids, we've got a dozen children in the back that gave up on a Tuesday night to come and be part of this because you make a difference. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I'm excited about our future. I'm excited about their opportunities because of the educators that we have in our system. Thank the four of you. Thank you for being supporters of ours. Thank you, administrators, for everything that you do. We have gifts for you. All of you, I told you that we had gifts for you. And if you'll come up here one last time, all four of you, so we can get a picture of all four of you together, and we can go ahead and give you one more round of applause for our appreciation of what you do each and every day. Dawn, would you come up here? Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, you may come and take your pictures, you may come and congratulate them, and be very careful going home. Thank you.